Welcome back everybody to another gamelog vlog. So today we're carrying on with Saints Row, and besides that I don't think I'm leaving the house. It is not a gym day, I got no errands to run, so we can really just put some hours in to Saints Row. The only thing that I might have to do, come to think of it, is pick up my partner from the train station because she went to see the Taylor Swift Eras tour or whatever yesterday, and then tonight, I think we're having a KFC tonight, to be honest, because she's not going to want to do any cooking, and I am sick to death of the fact that the amount of times this week we've had chicken and rice, and I've lost a pound yesterday, and I'm gonna end up eating 3,500 calories by the end of next week. I can tell. At the minute, for like the last few weeks, I've been eating 3,000 calories. My weight is not going up. It'll spike for like 2 days and then come back down again. So calories have to keep going up, which it's getting hard. I was always a fat kid growing up, so my calories needing to be high is weird. I'll tell you what it is cool. Now that I can control my air conditioning from my phone, I woke up this morning, about half an hour ago. It is currently 1 p.m. and I looked at the temperature in here on my phone and it was like 27, and I was like, yeah, no, because that means that it's going to get well above 30 once my electronics come on. So I set the aircon to 16 degrees and it is slowly but surely working its way into cooling the room so that it's bearable. I have no idea what this is costing on the electricity bill. Little bit afraid, because I am using it quite a lot, and I'm going to be really, really annoyed if it is a lot of money. But I can't imagine that it is, so we'll find out. Something I do need to do is move my chair back to where it lives, because when the aircon guys were here, obviously it can't live over there, but getting it over my unit with my monitor, my camera, and my mic arm, easier said than done. But we'll do that at some point. And do you know what is weird, right? Is I consider my DVDs a little bit haunted in that they move themselves around sometimes without me touching them. And I figure that the reason for that is because, well, I own over 1,000 films and most of them are secondhand. So there's a real decent chance that some of them belong to some people that aren't alive anymore. But like, this is a real coinky-dink. But check this out. Why has Ghostbusters 2 in particular done that? Where it's like not facing forwards. Like, how has that was even in pretty tight? That didn't just move freely. Like, how's that happened? That's the sort of thing. I've got like a ghost. It's probably several that just move things around in mild inconvenient ways like that. Again, it's very rare that we use the DVDs, so I don't really understand how that happens. It doesn't seem to happen to the games, but it always happens to the DVDs where things move. And again, most of the shelves are pretty tightly packed in. The only gap is here, and that's because all the stuff, the Godzilla and Kong films are all downstairs because we had to watch them all in lead up to the Godzilla X Kong film a few months ago. Anyway, I need a drink. Let's go. Everybody's cutting their grass today, so I don't think Ruby's going to be very pleased with that, are you? It's okay. We'll keep the things shut so you can't see. And then what are you doing? Why are you climbing me? Look, long. Little sausage. Look, Ruby. Thank you for putting a paw on my shoulder. Ruby, no. Stop it. You go back to sleep. You need a nap. She sleeps a lot. Sausage dogs are supposed to sleep the vast majority of the day, and she does, to be fair. See, she's yawning. You want good naps? Naps. Right. I'll get a drink. You go back to sleep. I'll tell you what, something else that I need to do is get the rest of the Quantum of Solace videos finished and uploaded onto TikTok, because I've still got some of them in my drafts, and then I can start scheduling the ones that I've got pre-made for Saints Row. Right, about to start playing. Something that I might do today that'd be really old school, it's been a while, is I might put Painkiller Already on the podcast while I play, because I'm so far behind. I've been watching the Painkiller Already podcast since I was like 12 or 11, I'm not sure. I remember like episode 37 being like the first one I watched or something like that. They're on episode 704 and they do one a week, so it's been a very long time. But I think I might be nearly a year behind, because I don't know, I just have fallen behind, because what I used to do was I'd always watch videos while playing games. But then I started recording lots and lots and lots of games for TikToks and stuff. So I stopped watching so many videos while playing, and then when there's a 4-hour podcast every week, you kind of fall behind. So I might watch some of that while I'm grinding on Saints Row, because I've got grinding to do as well. Yeah, We're currently cooking my lunch, so I'm going to give Ruby a treat. She really doesn't get these very often. It's a puffed up chicken foot. It's like a pork scratching, but for little sausage dogs. Look how excited she is for it. Sit. Well, you're already sat, but... give me a paw. No, paw. Paw. Good girl. Here you go. She will destroy that rapidly because she is a chewer, this dog. We get her these like rope toys and she just rips like bits off. But chicken feet, when she was really little, would take her like days to get through. Now that'll be gone in 15 minutes. Like, my air fryer is on for another 8 minutes. Yeah, it is currently at 2:30 p.m. I haven't showed you guys any more Saints Row footage because I've been just grinding the respect levels I've done. I think I've got like 24 or 25, and I think you need like 40 to be able to just do the whole game without stopping. So, nearly there, I guess. Well, still probably 2 more hours of grinding, but yeah. Is that nice, Ruby? Is it nice? You're gonna have a really white poo later because of it. You always do. Also, if you guys haven't already, do drop me a follow or a subscribe or whatever they're called on this platform. Subscribe, that's the one. Because about half of the people that see these videos haven't already, so click it, go on. Right then everybody, lunch is done, we're back grinding. So I was wrong, we got 23 levels of respect. So we need like 17 more, so we're over halfway. Yay. For anybody wondering, I'm still doing the hostage thing. Just on repeat, kidnap a hostage, drive around until that bar fills up. It's making me miss games where you don't have to do stuff like this. Like, it's good to get you to experience all the side activities, but the problem is that the amount of it that's required of you is just damn near like all of the side activities, and it's like at that point I'm like, I'm not bothered about a lot of them, you know. Like mayhem, that's great. Insurance fraud, pretty cool, but a lot of them, I don't know. And then we're going to have to do the exact same thing when we get to Saints Row 2 as well. But there's a decent chance that we beat Saints Row 1 today once I've got all the respect levels, because it's one of them where I don't imagine the whole game is very long. Yay, 440. Now we get out, we go find another car with the passenger in. It's not you. Why are you still chasing me? I don't have a star anymore. They're still attacking. What? Bro. What are you... Hello? Why are you attacking me? What? Yeah, I thought so. Go away. What if I pull out a gun? Okay. Right, I'll see you guys when more grinding's being done and we can actually play the game. Okay, so I have 30 levels of respect now, and I'm pretty sure you do get some respect for completing main missions. So my theory is now that if I actually start playing through the main story, by the time I run out of that 30 levels, I will hopefully top it back up enough from doing said missions. Or at least, I don't think the missions that give you any respect, but I think shooting people might during the missions, so there is that. I guess we'll see, but I am bored of doing the side stuff now. It is 3:30, and I think in total... Hang on, actually, let's have a look. So remember, I looked at my stats in that one video. And it was the stats for... Yeah, I've played 4 hours since I last looked at this. Near enough to the exact mark. So, 4 hours in total I've been grinding for stuff. 4 hours is longer than a lot of games take me to beat from start to finish. So I think it's finally time for me to start playing. She looked at me funny. Okay, I've been working my way through some missions. Now it's time for a snack break. And for today's protein snack of choice, we got another cookie. Because protein is not going to be a concern today, considering where we're eating for dinner. So 14 grams of protein for a cookie's fine. But I also fancy a coffee, because I didn't have as much sleep as I normally would have done. So, and my protein iced coffee as well, with another 14 grams of protein in. So that's 28. Nice. And if you guys shop at My Protein, be sure to be using code Kale. Send me screenshots of any orders you've ever made, because every month they give me a 200 quid voucher to send out to somebody that does. It's funny, because Saints Row is one of those games where the main character doesn't speak, but he appears on screen a lot in third person. A lot of games with a silent protagonist are first person games, so that it doesn't kind of look as strange. But, you know, we're making good progress now through the missions, which is nice. Most of the missions are pretty short. They all involve go here, probably shoot lots of people. And by the way, this game's actually pretty difficult. I've died quite a bit. You don't have very much health, and there's like no difficulty selector at all. It just doesn't work like that. And what else? Let me turn the music off. Don't want to get copyrighted. Yeah, so go here, shoot these people. Occasionally have to do a drive away from people mission. And yeah, from what I gather on Google, there is about 30 main missions, so I should have enough respect to do the entire game now. So it is just a case of head down and work today. It is 4:45. Yeah, nice. Saints Row 1 is probably my least favourite of the 4 Saints Rows, so I am looking forward to this one being over, specifically because I want to get to the ones that I enjoy more. Yeah, we move. Hope you guys are enjoying this format of video. So far, the last few days, videos have done decently well. Today, well, yesterday for you guys, today for me, will be the first time I'm able to test whether or not a video of this format does well without CEX being involved in any which way, shape, or form. Because CEX is not... What's the word? CEX is not in this video at all, and is often the reason why I'm able to get so many views sometimes. And it's quite funny to me because I was looking at the analytics for my CEX haul videos, right? And some of these videos, people are skipping like 90% of the video and just going straight to the haul part. And I'm like, oh, thanks guys. Like if you look, there's a big engagement spike, like 2/3 through the video by the time you get to that bit. Anyway, as this policeman tries to batter me with a baton. Is that why they're called batons? Because you batter people? Probably not. I feel like battering people is a distinctly British phrase. I've not seen a limo in years. I feel like for a while I used to see them all the time, and now I can't remember the last time I saw a limo out and about. Are they even still a thing? I'd hate to drive something long. I remember when I went from driving a Corsa to driving a BMW 1 Series, I was like, this feels really, really long. Okay, we are straight up trying to get Meg from Family Guy right now. The main villain we are chasing is straight up, I swear to God, it's Mila Kunis, or it's the original Meg, the one that like really messed up, whatever her name was. But I recognise that voice anyway. It is Meg. Hello? Nice. Oh, that's the guy we're after. That was a lot of headshots for him, Jesus Christ. Anyone else? With my Python. Cool. Hey, Johnny. Okay, so I think that's the first third of the game done. The game is split into different gangs that you have to overthrow. I've done 1 of 3. That took a while. It is currently 6:20, and turns out I do have to leave the house today, because I am having to go and pick my partner up, because, I don't know, she found her own way there, but I've got to go and get her, apparently. But then we're going to KFC, so that's fine. Yeah, I've got half an hour, so I might take a break from the game now, because it's a good place to pause. We'll see. Okay, time for me to head off to the train station at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. It's going to be busy. Brilliant. So just arrived at the train station 10 minutes early. It doesn't matter how late I leave, I always get here early. Although I did nearly have to give somebody like the courtesy tap, you know, where they don't pull away at a green light because it's the filter light and they don't realise it says go. But whenever I nearly have to do that, I think of that one film with Russell Crowe from a few years ago where he's playing the villain. He's having like a really bad day. A woman beeps at him in traffic and won't apologise for doing it. And then he tries to like end her entire family. I think it was called Unhinged. That was a decent film. And whenever I need to like give someone a courtesy tap, just a little courtesy tap, that's the whole point in the film. You don't need to hold the horn, just a little pap to let them know that they're missing something. I think of that film and be like, if I courtesy tap this person in their ego, am I gonna make a villain? You never know.
Hello. Oh, you're pissing.
Don't let her piss.
Pissing. Hello. Hello. Hello.
She's probably thinking, what are you doing with your silly voice?
You're the little piss circle.
Alright, take her out before she does a proper one.
Come on.
Ruby! No.
Come on, baby girl.
Meanwhile, the thing that really matters is here. Every time the dog gets overexcited, she does this. Every time. Things they don't tell you. Right. Anyway, dinner time and then another shift on Saints Row. Okay, so it is just about 9 p.m. So assuming that I play until about 3 a.m. again, we can play for another 6 hours or so, which 6 hours might be enough to finish Saints Row 1 today. I hope it is, because I really am looking forward to all of the other ones a lot more than this one. But yeah, let's keep moving through. So earlier on in the video, I was talking about how today will be the first test as to whether or not a video without CX in the title is capable of doing well. These gamelog vlogs that I'm doing. And I think so far it is near and... Well, so the way that YouTube analytics work is it tells you, like, whether your video is performing as usual or not, and the range of views given a time frame that has elapsed that is normal. And we're at the top end of typical, so like that is really good. Basically, it's ideal, because I don't have to spend money to make these videos, so that's ideal, really. CX hauls will never stop, provided there's stuff I need to get, but like obviously I can't be buying stuff every single day. So these videos being capable of getting views is nice. So that's cool. Like I said, I plan on doing a gamelog vlog literally every day. The only reason there wouldn't be a gamelog vlog is if I was doing some other kind of vlog. Like, say I'm going to IKEA. Well, then it's an IKEA vlog that day. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Moving on forwards through the game, we're on to the second gang that we need to take out. The Carnales, yeah. You know, I did that many of the hostage situations to get my respect meter full that I am quite sure that I might be able to drive around this game now without using the minimap. Like, I just know whereabouts things are. Because, like, the industrial district, the red light district, that weird little housing estate thing, like the Altor Dome, I think I could get around the map with just, like, contextual clues. Which is something that games kind of lost once, like, mini-maps like this came in. Like, right now, instead of looking at the screen, a lot of people will look way more at that mini-map in the bottom left when it comes to navigating to figure out where they're going. Whereas in a lot of old games, you'd get so familiar with the map because you'd have to go through it so many times, actually paying attention to the things that were going on around you versus just, you know, following a line on a map. Jesus Christ, that was a bit of a dramatic jump, wasn't it? Anyway, let's go. You had a lot of health. What are we destroying? It said destroy lab equipment. Like, specifically what? Those things? Not those things. Through here? Hi. Still holding the gun sideways. Oh, that's the lab done. Cool. Next. Tell you what, guys, these missions that are not the Vice Kings, the Los Carnales missions, they're going way quicker. So from what I gather, there's 10 of them, and I think I've done 4 in the last like 20 minutes. I nearly took the off ramp when I didn't mean to there. That happens in real life sometimes. A while ago, I was coming back from it was either a random gym or random CX. Either way, I was somewhere non-local to where I'm used to being, and I took the wrong entrance to the motorway and ended up going the opposite direction to home. I was going like southbound instead of northbound. That was not good, because obviously then I've got to stay on the motorway until I can get off at the next junction and go back around the motorway roundabout. Mild inconvenience, but like, I've had my car like 2 years. Yeah, 2 years this month, 2 years in June. And I've done 2,500 miles, so like not a lot. So like that day where I ended up going like, I don't know, 30 miles in the wrong direction, that was a decent percentage of error. You know, people talk about, is me driving to various different CXs not costing more fuel than the delivery? And it's like, honestly, it gets me out of the house, because otherwise I would not be, what's the word? I'd not be using my car anywhere near as much. Like I say, I barely drive. The majority of the driving that I've done in the last year has been in the last month. So it's nice to actually get out of the house a little bit more than I otherwise would. Otherwise, most of my days look like what you guys are seeing on these gamelog vlogs, where I get up, I play games, I have food, I go gym, I repeat. That's my average day. And then just recently it's been throwing in collecting games in there from various CXs. Speaking of which, I made a decently expensive order from CX earlier on, because there's a few games that I'm tired of looking at their box arts for on the CX website, so I've ordered those, so I'll have a CX lottery video coming for you. Jesus Christ! Sick. Now I've got to do the whole mission again. This is something that slows you down when you play these old games. But yeah, I've ordered like 4 games that are decently rare, and I can't believe I'm going to repeat that whole mission. This is something really annoying about old games, is that old games often don't have checkpoints within their missions. So if you die at any given point, you redo the whole thing. That was nearly a cool little spin too. But yeah, CX lottery video coming once those games arrive. I would predict that, being as I ordered them yesterday being Friday, that they will arrive on Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. It was like 120 quid. I think I would have... It's technically like 9 games, but it's 3 individual items. You'll see when they're here. But I've been looking at their entries on CX's website now for weeks, and I am sick of it. They're never going to pop up in a CX that's like a reasonable distance for me to go to, so I've just ordered them because I don't want them on my list anymore. It annoys me when things sit on my list for too long and I just sit there looking at their box arts online. But yeah, we keep moving. It is currently 20 past 10, so plenty more time for playtime today. Hope you guys are having a good day. Right now I'm on my 3rd try of the final mission for the second gang, and I remember it now. I remember the last time I did this. I remember it being a load of just a load of doo-doo, because it's so unfair. Like, once I get to the airport, right, where I'm going now, the NPC takes over driving, right, and you've got to shoot down a plane, but you only get access to the plane for maybe 5 seconds out of every 60 while you're driving around the airport. Well, the NPC drives around the airport. But while you're driving around the airport, there are other characters shooting at this car with an RPG, and if it gets destroyed, you start the mission all over again, including this 2-minute drive to get over there. And it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's bad. It's bad. It's an example of mid-2000s game design that wasn't fun. Like, we'll see what happens when we get there. 3rd time's the charm, hopefully, because each time my car... I've gone the wrong way. Because the only way you could do this first try, if you, assuming you had really, really good aim, by the way. Are you telling me that was where I was supposed to go? Great. The only time you could do this first try is if you... basically, you can't do it first time, because you have to try to remember where each of the guys with the RPG spawn in live. It's just shit. Like, you'll see once I'm there. But again, every time I fail the mission, I have to do this again. But I feel like I'm not failing through my own fault. I'm failing because of just crap game mechanics and crap game design. Because again, it was just a problem with a lot of mid-2000s missions where they didn't think it through that well. Like, the characters that use RPG in this game have got sniper level accuracy. They'll hit your moving car with their first rocket before you know where they are. And obviously that's a problem when, if the car gets destroyed, you've got to restart the whole mission. Like, at this rate, I ain't even going to make it to the airport on time. Like, what is going on? I have 8 seconds before I'm going to have to restart anyway. I ain't going to make it. As if. I didn't even get to the bit that I'm moaning about. I fucking... Ugh. So now we do it again, because the game's loads of fun. Couldn't have just put a checkpoint, because there are no checkpoints in this game. Couldn't have just put a checkpoint at the bit once I'm at the airport, so I'd have to keep doing the drive over and over again. That's what a game made even 2 years later than this would have done. This is a bit of a problem with the way that I play games, is that sometimes I annoy myself, because what happens is I play so many old games in a row that I get so used to how brutal old game mechanics can be that it just mithers me. Like, this is what, my 4th or 5th 20-year-old game, near enough, in the last few weeks. So none of them have got exactly modern conveniences. And yeah, right. Let's not get off the motorway at the wrong point this time, shall we? But if I've got to suffer through this, you guys can watch this whole attempt. What's the worst that could happen, right? Oh dear. How was your day? Mine's felt really long, to be honest. It's currently nearly midnight. Tomorrow's going to be a bit of a different day. Tomorrow we're going to the cinema to see The Bike Riders. By the time you guys see this video, I'll already probably be there. I intend to have this video, each gamelog vlog, I want them to be uploaded at 6 PM each day, so that you guys can expect it, well, with dinner time pretty much. But that's the plan. So tomorrow I wake up, I'll play, go gym, go cinema, come back and play, and rinse repeat. I train for the gym, by the way, for those wondering. 3 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off. Right. So now we're at the second part of the mission. This is the hard bit. That first bit was pretty easy as long as you go the correct direction. But it's just a waste of time. Like, we've been here for 4 minutes since my last attempt. And then a cut. Could you imagine if it was even more brutal and didn't let you skip the cutscenes? So the guys in the cars are not quite so much the problem. It's the guys with the RPGs. Right, so is it that aeroplane over there that I'm trying to take out? I think it is, but I can't actually get to it. Because he drives the wrong way. So I'm not in control of the car anymore. I'm just responsible for shooting. But there are guys with RPGs, and they destroy my car. And obviously, shooting while moving, not the easiest thing to do in the world. So it's that guy. And that one up there. Right, so that's 2 out of the way straight away. Let's get rid of this car if we can with the rocket launcher. Obviously, shooting a rocket isn't as easy as they make it look. Come on. Come on. Right, we hit it once. We hit it once. Okay. We need to hit it more than that, though. Come on. Please hit. Nice. One more and we got it. One more and we got it. Right, we've got to be careful, though, because there's the guys with the rocket launchers up here again. Somewhere. Like, if my car goes up, and it will, we're done. And it doesn't tell you which ones are the rocket launcher ones. It's just... they're everywhere. And bro's just crashing his car. Drive towards wherever the aeroplane is would be the logical thing to do. See, someone just shot a rocket at us. I'm just going to shoot. Right, come on, checkpoint, checkpoint. Oh, thank God for that. Because my car was about to go up again. So the only reason I was able to do it this time was because at my third try, I knew whereabouts each rocket launcher spawn was. Christ. Okay, that's the second of the 3 major gangs done. Let's begin the third before midnight. If I keep going, we should possibly be able to beat this game today. If it's not today, it's definitely tomorrow. Something has just come up that I think is going to mean we do not finish this game today. So it turns out that I looked up how many more missions are left versus how much respect I still have. I only have 2 bars of respect left. Because remember, every mission you do costs a respect bar. We had like 30 before I started doing the story. But I've got 13 more missions to go and I only have 2 respect bars, which means I need to go and grind 11 more respect levels again, which is going to be at least an hour. Fantastic. So I'm just sat here thinking about, like, what am I going to play when I'm done with Saints Row? This is how I keep... this is how I never get bored of grinding and playing, is that I'm always thinking about what's next. Because that period where you don't know what to play and you're playing nothing, that's the worst. And I don't know. Something that I've just all of a sudden got an itch for, and that's how I always describe it, I get like an itch for things, are Spider-Man games. And there are a lot of them that I've bought in the last few months that I could do. I could do, like, in a row, Spider-Man the movie games, 1, 2, and 3. I could do Ultimate Spider-Man. I could do Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I could do Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I could do the Sony... The new ones, you know, PS4 and Spider-Man 2 and Miles Morales. There's, what, Friend and Foe? What else is there? There's loads. Just a thought, you know. Maybe at some point that would be a big commitment, though. That sounds like a lot of games off the top of my head. So, I've been grinding on Saints Row for a bit. I've got 12 respect levels, so I need like 1 more and then I'm able to play the rest of the game. But I was having a look at just how many Spider-Man games I would play and how long each one would take according to how long to beat. I always beat how long to beat, though. It never takes this long. So, this will be interesting. So, we've got Spider-Man 1 over here at 6 hours. So that'll be like a 4-hour game. And then Spider-Man 2, 7 hours. So, probably a 4-hour game again. Ultimate Spider-Man's a 5-hour game. So, probably 3 hours. Spider-Man 3 is 8 hours. So, maybe 5 hours. Amazing Spider-Man 1, 8.5. And Amazing Spider-Man 2, 7. So, they're probably 6-hour games each. Shattered Dimensions is 10, so that's probably maybe like a 6 to 8 hour game, depending on whether I find it difficult or not. Some of these earlier Spider-Mans might be hard, just down to the nature of them being hard, down to the nature of them being older and having less forgiving missions. Same reason some of these missions in Saints Row is difficult. Spider-Man Edge of Time, 7 hours. Spider-Man Web of Shadows, 10 hours. So, yeah, none of these games are that long, really. Friend or Foe, 8 hours. And then you get into games that I can't play or won't play because they're all like Game Boy stuff that doesn't count. But by the look of it, how many games is this? Let me count how many I would actually play in a row, keep in mind. Spider-Man 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 on that page. Are there any on page 2? Yeah, 13. So it would be at least 13 Spider-Man games I would play in a row. That would be pretty insane. That could be the longest series I've ever done in terms of games. Although I did do all of the Call of Duties in a row once, so I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm definitely going to do it. I'm just saying it's a potential eventuality. We'll see. Let me know in the comments what you think if you've made it this far. I have no idea how long this video has been. It is currently 1 o'clock in the morning. So, it's 20 past 2 in the morning. I think I'm done for today. I think I could have beaten the game today, but I'd have been up till 4 playing if I did. Like, I reckon I'm maybe an hour and a half away from done. And I'll just do it tomorrow. I want an early night. I got up earlier than I would have wanted today, considering the time I went to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday, so like I got up too early today, realistically. I aim for at least 8 hours of sleep. Regardless of when I fall asleep, I get my 8 hours. It's important for the gym stuff to perform my best. Speaking of performing your best, KFC is never a good choice. I feel like KFC is one of those meals where you have it and you're like, that was regret. Not because of the calories in it. I'm not concerned about calories because I've got the calories to spare. I'll wake up lighter in 2 days. It fits. It's that it just makes you feel like awful after you eat it, whereas other equivalents tend to not. I don't know whether it's because of the friedness of it or whatever. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tomorrow we should be finishing off Saints Row 1 and beginning Saints Row 2, which is the beginning of all the fun ones, or the funner ones. Especially, I'm really looking forward to 4. I'm just really looking forward to 4. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Tomorrow we've got a cinema trip on the cards, a gym trip, and more Saints. So, see you there.